Alright, what's up? I'm gonna try to get all this in one video. Several things I've done. But I wanted to point out something that Daniel B on my, I think my last video on here was about the Mustang. He pointed out that this is not a complete PI motor. Now, let me explain a little bit. When I got the car, I bought it from a guy about 2 hours from here. It was actually a mechanic shop. I know, you never trust them. Mechanics are fucking dirty. Mechanics are dirty in general. But I'm going to tell you why I didn't question anything. Is because when I looked at it, the oil fill was on the passenger side, which all 96, 98s are on the left side, or driver's side. So I just assumed that it was PI. It does have PI heads, PI intake, all that shit. And when I got the car, he gave me the other motor. But what he done was swap. He basically just did a PI swap on an MPI. And Daniel pointed out that there was a pulley missing, and the tensioner for the serpentine belt was different. The tensioner on an MPI faces down, a PI faces up. Okay, and then you got one more tensioner or serpentine. Idler pulley on the left side, or if you're looking under the hood, it's the left side, which this one didn't. And he had a good eye, and thank you, Daniel B. Shout out to you. I'm not mad, but those are some other keys. Those are some keys that was pointed out to me, and this may just to help you in case you ever decide to look for one. Look for those, and you'll know if it's PI or not. As far as the whole block. Now, the issue that I had with the bolts on the head for the bridge, that explained a lot. Windsor block, Windsor heads are 8mm for the bridge. That's Romeo heads. I know it's Romeo heads because Mr. Bill told me Romeo heads come with 10mm bolts, which is a good thing because from my understanding, Romeo heads are better than Windsor. So, I mean, I kind of come out, and the only issue is it bumped compression up a little bit. I don't know exactly what Daniel said, 10-to-1 possible, and no big deal. It's not going to hurt it on 8 pounds of boost. I mean, obviously, 8 to 5, 8 to, or not, somewhere in there is about where you want for boost and all that. But 8 pounds, 7 pounds, 7.5 pounds is all I'm going to run. And that's going to be fine for my application. And like I said, eventually I'm going to do cams, pistons, rods, stuff like that, to make the motor a little bit stronger. And that way I can crank up the boost and my goal is to make about 450, 460 with this car eventually. And I think all that will put me there. So that's I just wanted to put that out there.